Hey everyone, I'm Ben Platt, and I'm gonna go fishing for answers. Okay. What is the last picture you took on your phone? Well, let's see. Oh, it's of a fortune that I got last night from a Chinese place that I thought was really bizarre. It just says, "A nice cake is awaiting for you." That's my fortune. So I guess I have nothing to look forward to but a nice cake. Thank you. First celebrity crush. Oh. Probably Zac Efron in High School Musical. That was a big awakening, I think, for me and for everyone. Regardless of sexuality, honestly. I think he just awoke the entire country because we were like, who is this kid? And how can he sing and play basketball? What is one of your best memories from being on the set of Pitch Perfect? That's easy. I got to become very close with my friend Skylar Aston working on Pitch Perfect. He and I had crossed paths in the theater world before then. And we were living in Baton Rouge together for like 3 months making the movie, and we really got to bond and become super close. What was the first concert you ever attended? My first concert I ever attended was Britney Spears. I think it was in like Costa Mesa. It was somewhere I had to like drive outside of LA to go with my sister because my sister was like Britney fanatic. And I cried most of the time because it was really loud, and I was like 6 or 7 and I was a wimp and I was like, this is too loud. So I didn't really appreciate her fully at first, but now of course I'm a Britney stan, as anyone with a mind should be. What has been the highlight of your career so far? That's a very difficult question. I've had a lot of really wonderful, lucky, fortunate moments. I would say it's hard not to say the Evan Hansen experience and the whole sort of Tony Awards dream of that. You know, obviously a life-changing experience, something I've dreamed about since I was a little kid, doing musicals in my backyard. But more highlights to come, hopefully. What was the inspiration behind your debut solo album, Sing to Me Instead? That's a great question. Well, I think when I started to write the album, I sort of looked at all the things in my life that I felt were worth singing about and that I felt sort of passionate about enough to want to elaborate like musically, and I think that ended up being largely just kind of thoughts and feelings about my family and growing older and kind of watching all of my siblings and my parents grow older too. Not that I don't love a good song about the club, as we all do. Which celebrity were you the most starstruck to meet backstage of Dear Evan Hansen? Beyonce. Beyonce's the answer. Beyonce. Beyonce today, Beyonce tomorrow, Beyonce forever. All right, last question. What are your top 3 favorite Broadway musicals of all time? Wow. Saving a real hard hitter for the last one. Ugh. Sunday in the Park with George is my number 1. Stephen Sondheim, really beautiful musical about sort of the sacrifices you make for your art. Ooh, West Side Story. Classic, beautiful, Bernstein. And probably Spring Awakening, because that was the one that came out when I was a teenager, and I wrote my college essay about it, because it was my sort of like teen awakening, and it's one of my favorite scores. So yeah, those are my 3 today. Changes every day. That's been the hardest question by far.